Early yesterday morning, people all over the state saw strange lights in the sky. Was it a glowing ball of fire? A rocket? We now know the answer, and we also know what Elon Musk has to do with it. Good morning on this Thursday, February 20th. I'm Tilman Redder, and I brought you these topics today. 21 records for the 21st. We will take a look at the study locations of Flensburg and Neumünster, because there is news there. And we will look at what is especially important when you are jogging in the freezing cold. But first, let's take a look at our main focus.
Today in Focus.
A shower of flashes of light in the night sky caused a stir yesterday. The strange lights could be seen all over the state, starting in the north on Pellworm. My colleague Ilse Buchwald spoke to Sasha and Gabirau from Pellworm. She tells us, "It was an exciting Wednesday morning for Sasha and Gabirau from the island of Pellworm. They were having breakfast at 4:45 when they looked out the kitchen window and saw a bright dot on the horizon. They wondered, a planet, the ISS, or a helicopter, aliens? We went outside immediately," Sasha tells Ralph. The dot exploded into many pieces. It was huge. The light was blindingly bright, like someone was welding. The cell phone video can't show that at all. Unfortunately, he only got a short shot. He regrets. That's how quickly the haunting was over. This haunting could also be seen in Neumünster. User Timmy Tracy captured and posted an impressive video of it. They were also seen in the south of Schleswig-Holstein. My colleague Morgana Pfeiffer knows more and says that Olaf Gertjens from Appen also saw the rocket. He told us that it whizzed across the sky in slow motion and that all you could really see was a long tail of light. At first he thought it was either a glowing helicopter or a comet or an asteroid. But now the big question was, what was it? In fact, it was a man-made object that had entered the Earth's atmosphere from space early in the morning. A spokesman for the German Armed Forces Space Command announced that it was a Falcon 9 RB. This is a piece of a rocket stage from the aerospace company SpaceX that has been hurtling toward Earth for some time. Elon Musk's SpaceX is currently launching Falcon 9 rockets every few days. In the Falcon 9, the first rocket stage, the so-called booster, is landed again. The second stage of the rocket burns up in the atmosphere. Parts of the rocket burned up in the early morning and became visible. So far, no parts of the rocket are known to have crashed over Germany. According to the spokesman, there's no danger. The parts would probably end up in the Pacific Ocean.
All about the election. 21 records for the 21st Bundestag election.
Next Sunday, the German Bundestag will be elected for the 21st time. To mark the occasion, my colleague Henning Bethge has compiled a list of 21 records, from the largest and smallest constituency to the historically best individual results of the parties to the youngest and oldest current MPs and candidates. Did you know, for example, that the largest constituency by area is in Saxony-Anhalt? It is 6,330 square kilometers. And that former Transport Minister Peter Ramsauer has been an MP for 36 years? And did you know how often an absolute majority has been achieved in a federal election? You can read these facts on shz.de. Surely, there are some you didn't know. More news from Schleswig-Holstein.
News from the Flensburg and Neumünster study locations.
We take a look at the Flensburg and Neumünster campuses. The Flensburg campus will grow, not spatially, but inwardly. It will develop into a lively part of Flensburg, possibly a residential area with small shops and restaurants. The city government is thinking hard about the future of the university district. It should be more than a collection of functional buildings. 3 planning offices or office communities were asked to think about how the campus could be designed in the future and how best to use the open spaces between the existing buildings. The results have now been presented to the Design Advisory Board. In Neumünster, however, the university campus has already come to an end. The Kiel University of Applied Sciences is withdrawing its nursing program from the city on the river Schwallow. My colleague Hannes Harding knows the reason and has the following to say. The reason given by the university is very poor. Professor Dr. Björn Christensen explains the withdrawal with a lack of cooperation in research and teaching. The experience of the last 2 years had not been good enough to continue the project. The disadvantages of the location in Neumünster would have outweighed the advantages, and therefore the decision was made to cancel the project. This is, of course, a slap in the face for the people of Neumünster. There was very broad support in the city, not only from the administration, but also from civil society. So this is a real setback for New Münster. It is expected that the Kiel University of Applied Sciences will no longer offer courses in New Münster from March 2026.
Jogging in the freezing cold.
I run regularly. I'm not as motivated in the winter as I am in the summer, and colds always get in the way. I find the clear air quite pleasant at the moment, but my colleague Jakob Patzke wrote an article about why I should be careful in sub-zero temperatures. Breathing is an important factor when jogging in the winter. According to the Academy for Sport and Health, it is important to ensure that the air is warmed and humidified before it enters the lungs. To do this, runners should inhale through the nose. It is also possible to wear a face mask to minimize airway irritation. That's it for today. Have a great start to your day.